Shalana Harris. Every cowboy or cowgirl has a story. Miss Ashlynn just competed in the National High School Finals Rodeo for 2024. She came in second for ticket sales, which is incredible because we're from a super small state. So, first of all, Ashlynn, I want to say congratulations. Another thing I want to tell you is, and I'm just going to be honest, you said you were going to do Queen, and I was like, Ashlynn's so shy. Very shy. I've seen you blossom and just grow into this amazing young lady. You have really put yourself out there. I've seen you at every performance. I see you working hard, always smiling. So I just want to say thank you for that. And tell me about your experience out here.
So out here, everyone tells you so many things to expect. Expect to be tired, expect your feet to hurt, get extra big shoes so you can wear double socks so your feet don't bleed. That they're right. Yeah, your face is gonna not be happy with you from all the makeup. Your head's gonna hurt. Size up in your hats because the extensions. You've been warned so many things, but I don't think I was told how fast it was gonna go. We left our house 20 days ago, but it feels like we left yesterday. It's just crazy how fast this went by. Now, I will say I'm ready to go home. I'm a homebody. I am ready to go home, but it just goes by so fast, and you really have to have fun. And a lot of people did tell me, have fun, make the most of it. Yes. But it just doesn't feel real. We're done. The coronation's over. How are we done? It's just crazy how fast it went by.
So, how was it meeting all the queens?
It was wonderful. It was so wonderful. You expect the queen to be uptight, snobby, not really look your direction, but that's not at all how it is. I mean, even Miss Utah, everyone, Utah's known for having the queen, but she's kind-hearted as well. I mean, they all are, and I've met you. They say how many people you will meet, but you just don't realize it. I've made best friends with the girl from Oregon, Idaho, Arizona, and I'll be honest with you, I'm geographically not the smartest, and I had to ask a girl. I was like, "Where's Idaho?" And she told me, and I was like, "That's so cool!" Across the country in Oregon, that's just crazy to me. I'll just be honest. It's just such a blessing to be here and to meet all these girls and have best friends across the country.
For life.
Yes.
For life.
Honestly.
Yes. So, what stands out most to you about this week?
The thing that stands out the most to me, honestly, the thing that I will remember the most is having the little girls run after you to get your autograph. I'll be honest, so I was getting my list together of all the things I needed for nationals. I need jeans, shirts, hats, everything, lipsticks. But I didn't ever think of autograph sheets. And Miss North Carolina, the previous North Carolina queen, told me that I needed at least 150. And I was like, why? Who's going to want my autograph? That's just crazy. I ran out in my purse. I ran out of autograph sheets just because selling tickets in the grandstands of the rodeos, selling tickets in the trade show, just walking around, little girls will ask for your autograph, and it's so humbling because you're like, I'm a little girl. Why do you want my autograph? Let me have yours. But no, it's just crazy because I was like, I don't need those. Why do I need autograph sheets?
What advice do you want to give next year's queen?
Next year's queen, you'll hear it more than 100 times. You'll hear it 1,000 times. But have fun, honestly, because I will say there were some queens here. You can tell they were very uptight, watching, having their feet the right angle, just having a simple conversation with them. And it's just and I will say, those girls placed very well, but it's just have fun because it goes by so fast. And I've made so many friends, queens, not queens. I made best friends with the vendors, the guys selling popcorn.
Yes.
I went every single day when they opened and sold them tickets, and they bought every day. Love their popcorn, but I made best friends with them.
Yes.
But it's
absolutely.
Just have fun, really.
Okay. Do you have any sponsors you need to thank?
There are so many. I don't even know if I can
If you'll,
list all
oh
of them.
no, that's a hard one.
Yes.
If you'll text it to me when I post this, I'll
Absolutely.
add those to it.
I absolutely
Okay,
will.
awesome.
But a thank you, really, to everyone. Team Virginia, that has supported me so much. I mean, it's like buying tickets. I know I've nagged and probably annoyed y'all with those little blue tickets. I don't want to see any more tickets for a long time. But just thank you to Team Virginia. Thank you to Mom and Dad. I mean, who would have thought my dad would be carrying lipstick? He's like, here, Ashlyn, here's your lipstick. It's just...
He is so
yes.
great. He was a fun queen dad.
Yes.
He is perfect.
He's something. He's something else. But I mean, you would never, if you know Dad, if you know David, he's not carrying lipstick. He doesn't care about horses. He hauls them. He does not do anything else with them. And my mom, I mean, helping me with outfits, wiping everything off, having a lint roller because I cannot have hair on me, dust, dirt, anything.
Yes.
I mean, it's just, there's so much to it behind the scenes that you don't really realize when you're just looking at the queen of the rodeo. You don't think of all these things, and like being here, it's just viewing everything from a different standpoint.
Absolutely. I always say that when you come out to nationals and you compete, you go back a different competitor.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think makes that happen? Why does that happen?
The different level of competition, I would say. I mean, you're out here competing with. I was talking to Miss Texas, Kai Tomlinson. I made good friends with her as well, and she was selling a lot of tickets as well.
You two were neck and neck. I'd like to know how close you were.
Yes, I think it's on the score sheet inside. But
You've got to let us
yes,
know.
I will for sure. What was I?
When you come
different
out,
competition.
yes.
They said, I cannot remember how many. Was it 14? I think they had 14 different districts. I could be a few numbers off, but they had a bunch of different districts.
Yes, Texas
and
does.
50, she said, like, for example, 50 barrel racers per district, and only the top 4 from that district get to go to state, and then only the top 4 from state come out here to nationals. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy to think about.
hard.
Like, Virginia, we have 20-ish barrel racers in the state, and the top 4 go, and it's just like eye-opening, like stepping back and being like, wow, like I'm out here with all of these competitors. Like, you're wondering, I was actually like looking around like at the performances. I was like, they're gonna go pro. That person's gonna go pro. Like, I need to remember their name or like go talk to them and just that's what makes you a better competitor. I think it's just having this level of competition because it's so different. It's so different. And it's very humbling as well.
Absolutely. How did you get here? How did you become Miss Virginia?
So, I don't know. Honestly, I have no clue, really. So I had this little speech prepared to give to my judges when they actually asked this question, because I was like, in my interview, they're gonna ask that. They didn't. I had this whole spill planned, and they didn't ask, but it's all good. So actually, I started in competitive cheer for 5 or 6 years. I don't even know. Since I was really little, I did competitive cheer. Everything sparkles, no horses, no dirt, none of that. And then my sister barrel raced, and she was taking riding lessons. And I was like, she's crazy. Like, I'm never doing that. No way. She is insane. And then I started trail riding, and I was like, this is kind of fun. And then I started like trotting. I was like, no way I'm loping. I remember I actually had blisters on my hands because my riding lessons instructor, Leanna, she was trying to get me to lope because she's like, you can do it. And I was like, no way. And I would hold on to the horn so hard. I had blisters after each lesson. And then now I don't want to trail ride. I don't want to go slow. I want to go fast. It's just crazy how everything's changed. But started in competitive cheer, never barrel racing, never doing anything rodeo. And then I kind of started barrel racing, jackpotting really. And then I actually did the Galax Rodeo. That's my hometown, Galax, Virginia. Yes. And I did that, and I was like, this is actually really fun. Like, it's a different level between the jackpots, barrel races, and the rodeo. It's just the crowds, everything about it is different. And the family, there's family in both. It's just, I don't know, it's just different. Traveling with them, staying with them all the time, there's just something different about it. And then rodeo queening, I really don't know why I ever wanted to, but it's just crazy because I started my first year, I don't remember what year it was, 2 or 3 years ago. I did like half a year, wasn't very competitive. I had this Palomino horse. She was very
Palomino-y.
I don't know the word for it, but we just didn't get along. We clashed very much so, and I was like, it just really, I did not even want to rodeo anymore. Then actually from a former former Virginia high school rodeo athlete, I got my horse, Spike. And I didn't click with him at first either. We were hitting every can in sight. We hit all of them. And then once I clicked with him, I was like, wow, I love this. I love it. So then I was like, rodeo is my passion. And then I was like, what if I ran for student officer? So I ran for vice president. And I loved that. It was so cool. You feel important. I don't know, you're on the board meetings with the president of the association. You get to talk to, it's just cool.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what if I ran for queen? And I was like, no. And then I said something to my mom, and she was like, yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Because I love getting my hair curled and doing my makeup and all the things. But after this week, not so much. I'm not putting makeup on
for a while.
Time. Yes.
Yes.
No, but I was like, what if I run for queen? And then I was like, maybe I should do that. And then I was looking at everything and searching how do you do your wings and how do you do your makeup for rodeo queen and everything rodeo queen. I was looking it up and I was like, I want to do that. And I'm glad I did. I am so glad I did. It is so amazing. I mean, everyone says it's an amazing experience coming out here, but you don't realize it until you come out here.
How has Team Virginia impacted?
So, Team Virginia, I love you all. I mean, really, it's just so not. I mean, we came, remember, I had the half year, and then I did the next year, my first year with my horse competitively. I was actually trying to be competitive, and we finished right out of the top 4. So we weren't going to go to nationals, which I never in my wildest dreams would I have been out here in Wyoming at nationals. But after I finished, I think it was 7th. But 2 people dropped out, and Shalina actually came up to me and was like, you made it in. I was like, what are you talking about? No way. And then I figured out, I slid up into the top 4. I was like, no way. That is so cool. I knew I would not be competitive out here, but it's just cool to make it out here, honestly. And then this past season, Team Virginia has blessed me so much, supporting me. I mean, you hear everyone cheering for you and videoing you. If my mom's not there to video, somebody has my video. For sure, there is someone there. If you don't have snacks, just go in somebody's trailer. They have snacks. It's just so welcoming.
I think we have 100 kids.
Yes.
We just all share.
Yes, everyone has snacks.
Yes.
I just really, and I've met my best friend, Emily Lamb. The Lambs have taken me in under their wing as one of their own. I am forever grateful. I don't know where I would be. I mean, in Perry, Georgia, my horse was lame, 3-legged lame, wouldn't put his foot down. She let me jump on her horse and ride him. The Lacs, they let me ride their horse, Copper, actually, in Perry, Georgia.
Yes.
We broke pattern, but that's okay. I had a horse to ride in the Cinch Cup. So it's just everyone is there to help you, uplift you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm always amazed at how you kids, you will be competing in the same event, one getting ready to run right after the other, and it's for boys and girls alike. Tie down, breakaway. If somebody needs something, you all don't even hesitate. And I just want to say, great job. Way to lead.
Yes.
Great job in just jumping off and giving the next person the opportunity.
Yes.
There's enough good in this world to go around for everybody.
Absolutely.
What would you like to say to the little girl who is watching this and she's like, wow, maybe one day I could be Miss Virginia High School Rodeo Queen? What do you want to tell her?
I would say follow your heart. Honestly, it sounds cheesy, but I mean, when I was the little girl, I still am a little girl, but when I was the little girl looking up at all these rodeo queens, I was like, I'm not going to do that, not going to do that, not going to barrel race, and here I am. I started out in competitive cheer. I wanted to go to Worlds in Florida at Disney World. That's where it's at. Nothing about, y'all probably don't know about competitive cheer, but that was my world for I don't know how many years. And then I did 180 completely, and that wasn't my plan. I would say don't follow your plan, follow your heart. Because it wasn't my plan. I never would have imagined being high school rodeo queen, competing against 41 other girls. But I followed my heart, and that really brought me here. And you just have to keep going.
It's an experience you'll never forget, and it changes your
Absolutely.
life forever. If this were the last thing that you ever said to your mom and dad, what would you tell them?
Thank you. Honestly, thank you. They just give up so much for me. Honestly, I wouldn't be here without them. My dad, he's on the road all the time, truck driver. He doesn't really get to come to rodeos. He doesn't do the whole horse thing. He didn't do the competitive cheer thing either, but he supported me.
He would
through
be a
it.
great cheerleader, and
Oh
be sure to
yes.
tell him I said
Yes,
that.
absolutely. No, he doesn't do horses, but he supports me, and he's on the road for me to do what I love. And my mom, she works 2 jobs trying to get me here, helping me with my makeup, my hair, everything.
Yeah.
Or she's very there for me. Like if something doesn't look good, she's like, Ashlynn, that does not look good. And you need someone like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Ashlynn, thank you for your time.
Thank
I'm
you so much.
very, very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
You've represented well. You've amazed me. And you know that I do not give compliments. They are earned.
Yes, thank
All right.
you.
I love you, baby.
I love you.